Sewing a conventional placket. Placket front or conventional placket is a placket that you would most commonly find on men's formal shirt. This placket would be positioned at the front of the shirt, right from top to bottom, where buttonholes would come. Learning how to stitch a conventional placket would be helpful if you have to stitch men's formal shirt. Objective: at the end of this class, you will be able to sew a conventional placket. Let us first familiarize with the tools and materials that you would need to stitch a conventional placket. You would need cotton fabric, pattern square, tailor's chalk, interfacing, shears, a pair of small scissors, contrasting thread, iron box, and a sewing machine. Now let's watch how to stitch a conventional placket on a sample fabric piece. Step 1. Measure, mark, and cut out required sample fabric pieces. Measure and mark 10 inches by 10 inches square on a double layer of cotton fabric with the help of a pattern square, measuring tape, and a tailor's chalk. Use shears to cut the squares of the cotton fabric. Cut 2 strips 10 inches by 1.5 inch wide of the interfacing. Step 2. Place 1 strap of interfacing on a piece of fabric and iron. Place 1 strip on a cut edge of 1 square piece and press with a medium hot iron. Turn the pieces around and again press with the iron, staying at the spot for a few seconds along the whole length. Then fold the edge of one piece along the side of the interfacing 1.5 inch to the wrong side and press. And fold once more, same amount to the wrong side and iron. Step 3. Place the second strip of interfacing on the next piece of fabric and iron. Take the other piece and place 1 strip 1/2 inch away from the cut edge of the square and press with a medium hot iron. Turn the pieces around and again press with the iron, staying at the spot for a few seconds along the whole length. First, fold the edge 1/2 inch to the wrong side and press. Then fold once more 1.5 inch to the wrong side, hiding the interfacing inside. Step 4. Stitch the first piece. Remember to start and end with the reverse stitch. Take the first piece and stitch 1/4 inch away from the edge in a straight line. Snip threads. Then sew a second line along the other fold of the same piece. Step 5. Stitch the second piece. Then take the second piece and stitch the first fold down. Trim all threads. Step 6. Iron the 2 pieces and finish the placket. Press the first piece by opening it flat. You see, you just made a small tag. Press the second piece. The first piece is on the outside of the shirt and the second behind it at the inside. With that, we come to the end of this class. Let's recall what we have learned. You learned how to stitch a conventional placket. Let's review its basic steps. Step 1. Measure, mark, and cut out required sample fabric pieces. Step 2. Place one strip of interfacing on a piece of fabric and iron. Step 3. Place the second strip of interfacing on the next piece of fabric and iron. Step 4. Stitch the first piece. Step 5. Stitch the second piece. Step 6. Iron the 2 pieces and finish the placket. You have now learned how to stitch a conventional placket. Take our next class to learn how to stitch a French front placket.